Here he is. He is the dirty jobs guy. His name actually is Mike Rowe and is a frequent guest on this program. He's got a great voice too. Mike, AI is getting a lot of blame for people losing their white-collar jobs. Is AI affecting blue-collar jobs?
I think it's affecting everything. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, but I thought of you a week or two ago. I was in Plano, Texas, and I got a tour of a data center. And we hear so much about these things, but I'd never really walked through one before. And while I was in there, I ran into a couple of electricians, all of whom had been poached 3 times in the last year, all of whom were making north of $240,000 a year. Whoa. That's the nature of the demand for electricians right now. These guys were all under 30, by the way. So yes, AI is impacting them in one way. It's impacting coders in another way. The piece you just did, Edward, talking about energy is obviously spot on. Right next to those rare earths are these polymetallic nodules and underwater mining and the hundreds of thousands of jobs that are going to be created in that industry alone no one's talking about. This is a wildly complicated, fluid situation, and AI is going to touch all of it.
AI replaces white-collar jobs, but AI enhances blue-collar jobs. It makes a blue-collar job more efficient. Would you agree with that?
I'd say it's very ironic because for 17 years in my foundation, all I heard was the robots are coming to take the welders, right? Well, no, actually. Everything is evolving a bit, but right now, from where I'm sitting, the most security I can find in the workforce is in the classic trade jobs. Alex Karp talks about this all the time, and the headlines have caught up to his message as well over at Palantir. It's just an extraordinary confluence of things that I think is redefining the job market and the definition of a practical education.
Let me talk more about Palantir. They say, look, college is just not a reliable training ground anymore. They've gone out and hired 22 high school students. They're saying, hey, skip the debt, skip the indoctrination, come straight to us out of high school. You've got to like that, Mike.
Well, the reason I like it is it wasn't 22 random high school grads. You know, Alex Karp puts these guys and women through the ringer. They have to score very, very high. They have to demonstrate real work ethic. He selects them, and then he puts them through this meritocracy. You know, it's a training program on steroids. So they're still getting taught things like, you know, history and some social sciences, but they've got a front row seat to learning the actual skills that they're going to need for the job at hand. That, I believe, in some measure, will be the future of education. And in various ways, too, Stuart, you're going to see it in lots of different companies. Jim Farley over at Ford is talking about building his own trade schools now, just like Henry Ford did 100 years ago within that company. So big corporations, I believe, are going to do what's in their best interest to educate the workforce they need by whatever metric makes sense on the given day. It's happening fast, but it's happening right in front of us, and it's fascinating.